Hi, thank you for setting this up. And remember, if you're not listening to this on the big speaker, connect it through Bluetooth because it's going to make the experience so much better instead of using the small projector speaker. Okay, so, and do you remember what this lesson is about? We talked about movement even on Thursday. Remember when you have our last period and you wanted to do some, well, and I told you we need to do movement, all right? Because that's how we learn. That's actually one of the things that makes this lesson different from other lessons, that we are actually moving to learn about the different concepts. So everybody please just stand up and spread around, everybody everywhere. All right? Now that everybody's all around, we're going to begin by moving. First, shake your wrists, shake your elbows, shake your shoulders, shake your elbows, shake your wrists, your fingers, and stop. Okay, now imagine that someone, or you have like a thread or a small piece of rope on your wrists, and that's tied to your wrist. And now you're pulling your wrist up, and then you set it down. And now do the same thing with the other one. Now do the same thing but with your knee. And the other one. So the thing is that we integrate movement, not just moving one thing, and that means that you move that one thing, but you're actually moving everything that comes along with it. Okay, and now we're going to step around the room. Ready? All right, now if you're turning around in a circle like toilet water, remember to break that circle. And this time, we're going to add something. Every time you hear an accent in the music, you're going to clap. Remember Dalcroze hands. All right, so that when you are moving, you actually do this grand gesture with your hands. Wham, dum, bum, dum. Okay, let's try this one more time. But remember to spread out. Don't walk around in packs. Try to create your own path. All right, now let's do the other way around. So instead of, tell me, how many steps are you taking for each clap? You got it? You got it? Yeah, I can see that some are still thinking maybe four because it's one, two, three, four, but it's actually just one, two, three. Count out loud. Count out loud. One, two, three, one, two, three, one, two, three, one, two, three, one, two, three. Yes. So one, two, three, one, two, three, one, two, three, one, two, three. And now we're gonna do the other way around. The hands clap those beats. Bop, 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 bum, bum, bum. And you're only going to step every three. One, two, three, one, two, three. And when I say change, we switch. What the hands were you do, your hands do what your feet were doing, and your feet do what your hands were doing. You just have to follow the music because the music is actually telling you everything that's bass is for the feet and everything treble it's for your hands. So, all right, here we go. So there you're stepping the beat and clapping the bar. And now change. 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 All right, sit down for a second, please. So, what is it that we are doing? We are clapping we're clapping a certain beat, and I can change that beat too. Oh, sorry. Or make it slower. Or faster. The beat changes speed, but there's the thing that always stays the same is the distance between accents on those beats. So I have that accent every 3 beats. And what is that called? Yes, if you said bar, B-A-R, then you are correct. The bar is that, well, that, the distance between accents in the beats. And this, when it's constant, there are some composers that do like different bars. They're going like 1 2 3 1 2 1 2 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2. But that's not so common music. Most of the time, when a composer begins a song in a certain bar, that bar stays throughout the song or the piece. Just think of any song that you know, any popular song that you know, either from a rock star, pop star, K-pop star, whoever. They're going to have one bar throughout the whole song, one type of bar. And In this case, we're doing 3-beat bar. Now, we cannot know if it's 3/4, 3/8, 3/2s, or 3 cows unless we see it in writing. If you don't see it in writing, then it's not possible to tell which one is it. All right? For example, let's okay, so let's have a look. If I have, where is that? Okay, no, not that one. Yes, this one. So 3 beats, right? So that's my number, 3. But it just depends on what makes it easier to read. If I'm going to use 3/4, 3/2, 3/8. Now the most common one is that one, 3/4. So that's the one that we are going to use right now. Now remember why it's 4 and not, well, in music, why do we call it 4? And besides, why this is music, but this is math. So we use it like this in music. So 3/4, let's see. If I have one of these, that's a whole note. And then if I divide that in half and I just put it like this, it looks way too much like it, so I just add something. And then if I divide those in half, then I just color them in. And so far, and oh wait, no, we're gonna need another one. And then if I want to cut those in half, then I do this, which look pretty much the same, but I add this. Now it can be written like that, or it can also be written like this. They are the same, exactly the same. And also, if you see it with the stem down like this, it's also the same thing. It doesn't change the actual value of the note or the sound of the note, depending on where you place it. So right now, the ones that we are going to use are in this area here. Oops, sorry, this. So we're going to use the halves, the quarters, and the eighths. Okay, so now, for example, remember what we were doing last week. We were talking about different rhythms and getting different words into those rhythms. Now, I don't want you, please, to start blurring out the words that you were using last week, because frankly, they're a little bit embarrassing. So please don't. But you had some good ones, all right? And we had this. Now let's clap the different rhythms that we had. All right. Oops. Piano back down. Piano back up. All right. So. So I know that wasn't the first rhythm that we had, but we're going to do it in a different order this time. So please clap along this one. So what words can you get in that? And please try something that doesn't offend anybody. So how many sounds are there each time? Bum. Oh, I hope you are clapping in, Dalcroze handy way, not like yum bum bum bum. So those smiley faces that you're drawing with your movement, how many claps on each smiley face? Yum bum bum bum. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Which one's the longest one? Or the biggest one with your hands? Yup, ba 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 ba, rap, ba 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 ba, bum, ba 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 bum. The first one, right. So the first one, and it's either this or this. So this one's longer. So that's the one that we're going to do for the first one. Dum, ba, 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 tak, tak. Dum, ta, 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 dum, ta, pa, pa, bum, bum, pa, 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 pa. Now say a word. Bum, pa, 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 bum, pa, 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 pa. Or it can be a phrase. Ta, ta, ti, ta, ta, can be, or it can be a da, pa, 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 pa. Oh man, I need you guys because I just, um, yeah, okay. I like dark coffee. I'm sorry, it's in the morning and I really want coffee. I like dark coffee. Eh, black. I like black coffee. I like black coffee. So let's do this. I like black. Oh man, coffee. Yeah, I know it looks terrible. All right, but it says that I like black coffee. I like black coffee. All right, now let's do another one. Clapping, please. Now start experimenting with words or phrases. All right, you got it? You got him? You got him? Okay, well, you can do your own over there. If someone wants to, you can go ahead and go write it. Not on this board, not on this board, because well, go write it on the board that's close to the piano. Go write your words that are close to the piano. You know what? Yeah, let's do that. Let's forget about the I like black coffee because I mean, frankly, not so great. So let's get rid of this. And how many syllables here? Dum pa pa bum bum pa pa bum yum pa pa bum. Let's count 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So and the order in which we're doing them. Let's see. You got him? I'm sure you do. Bum pa pa bum bum pa pa bum bum pa pa bum bum pa pa bum. Clap, please. All right, good. Now let's do another one. This one's easy. This one's 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. This is the one that we had like Shakira, but you know, and then it got me thinking. Shakira actually doesn't work because we have Shakira and the accent falls on key. Shakira. We need something that the accent falls on the first syllable. So if that what you wrote down on that piano on that board over there does not fit with the accent on the first. It's not the man. The if the accent isn't on the first syllable, then it's not gonna work. It's not gonna really work. So try and get something in that's the accent. You know, well, you know what I mean. So this one was 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. What can be? What can it be? Now, what can it be does not work here. What can it be works for the other one, for this one. What can it be? Bum, ba, ba, bum. But this one, bum, bum, bum. Could it be, for example, or stormtrooper? Because I have stormtrooper here. Um, a green tree, a green tea, or I don't know. Just think about it. You got it? Okay. Now, the last one. All right, clapping, please. Bum 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 bum. How many are those? 1, 2, 1, 2. So there I use a combination of this one and this one. Bum 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 bum. Which one goes first? Yes, you got it. Bum 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 bum. 2 syllables. Bum 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 bum. If you still don't have your 4 syllable words or phrases, then click pause right now and get those sorted out. And once you got those sorted out, then click play again and we'll continue. All right, now that you got them, let's do twice each, saying the word, clearly saying it. Well, sorry, I didn't count. 1, twice each. So, twice, 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 twice. 1, 2, 3, here we go. Again. Oh, sorry, I did. I'm sorry, I totally got that one wrong because I was doing once. When I said again, I began just doing it once. All right, let's do it again. Twice each. 1, 2, 3, here we go. Change. 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 Again. All right, good. Now once, now just one time each. Let's get rid of all those. So just once each. 1, 2, 3. Again. Okay, and now we're going to write a full rhythm, because music is not presented like this. Music is presented in a score. So it's presented in lines, like we read, the same way we read words. That's how we read music. Depending on where you place it, it's going to be either higher or lower. But that's only when we have a staff. And here we don't have a staff. It's just going to be one line. No, not even a line. We're just going to have the rhythms in space. So you're just going to clap or say the rhythms. All right? So let's begin. First of all, I write down the bar mark. 3. Oh, that's beautiful. 3/4. And then I write down the rhythm. Okay, let's go. Oh, no. All right, and those thick lines in between, those are the ones that are dividing the bars. and at the end a double bar because it's the end. All right, so now let's say using the same words that you had or phrases. Now let's do this. Ready? I'm just going to play and act like a metronome so that you guys are all together. Ready? I count 2 for 3. 1, 2, 3, here we go. How do you do? All right? Let's do it once more. 1, 2, 3, here we go. Okay, this is how we read music, and this is what we're going to be working on. All right, so now if you still have some time here, you can have some downtime. Remember to just practice this. How do we practice? Just practice the clapping, because if you clap like this, that's not gonna look so good, and you're not gonna feel it, and your body's not going to learn it. And the idea is for your body to learn, to have your movement help you learn. So practice this, saying it, clapping it, but not just clapping like but really da dum yum bum bum yata ti ti dum dum ba di dum. All right? Okay, then I'll see you Thursday.